that being said, let's get to it. First question comes from Chase_Bags. It says, how do you know when it's time to make the leap from amateur to pro shooter? And is it possible for a guy with a normal job to be competitive at the top? Love the new content info you're putting out. I've picked up on some really good stuff. Thank you. So there's a couple different ways, a lot of guys win out of amateur, so they shoot out of classes. Like if you win out of an open class and you can't shoot it anymore. If you win so much money there, they put you in semi-pro. You win so much money in semi-pro, you have to go to one of the pro classes. So you can't just sit and sandbag all the time. And that's one way to know when it's time, is when you aren't allowed to shoot in an amateur class anymore. Another way is the way I did it, where you don't want to win in an amateur class anymore. The only thing you care about is being the best. And I wanted to figure out what it was going to take, and I didn't want to wait. I just jumped in when I graduated high school. I mean, I kind of knew because I grew up in it. I had won, amateur shoots in the men's division, Open B, when I was 13 before I quit and went to high school. But, really I was so driven and just had this fire inside to go do it and to learn it. And I wasn't going to take no for an answer, and I had a job. When I graduated high school, I was running a masonry business right out of high school and paying my way to shoot. So, none of the guys really and girls that make it as a professional archer didn't have a job when they started winning. Almost all of them had a job when they started winning. A lot of the guys that I shoot with that are the best in the world still have full-time jobs. Now, a lot of them work in the industry somehow. A lot of them run bow shops, but some of them have normal jobs, like construction jobs, whatever you might, some of them run big businesses. And then this is still something they love, and they're coming and they're putting in a lot of work. The main thing is to be hungry. Archery is not a sport that you're going to get rich by just being a competitive archer alone. Archery and hunting in general is a very hard way to get rich, but there's paths to make a great living, and even to make a great living in just competitive archery is very, very tough. You have to be dominant. You have to win a lot. And then comes, endorsement deals once you do win a lot. But knowing when you're ready to be at the pro level, I think that's really up to you. If you're getting stomped at the amateur level, you're not ready. If you feel like you can hang with anybody that you shoot with, or you're better than everybody you shoot with some good guys, you win at the state level, you win. I would go shoot, some of the ASAs at the amateur level. If you haven't already, maybe you have. If you're winning, I would keep stepping up. That's what I did as a kid until I went to semi-pro and then quit. And then after high school, I was like, you know what? Even if I go back and have a great day, a great weekend, I don't want it to be anywhere but at the top. And that's the way I looked at it. I got my teeth kicked in my rookie year and figured it out. It was either figure it out or be left in the dust, and I figured it out. So only person that can really know is you, but I can tell you that if you are not winning pretty much everything at the amateur level, you're not ready to go to the pro class.